greatest shooter of all time is usually a debate among NBA fans. People love to include players of past generations like Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. Others like to include players of this generation like Klay Thompson or Trae Young, but I don't think there's a more greater shooter ever than Stephen Curry. More specifically, 2021 Stephen Curry.
Steph is running into the front court. Draymond finds him another three. Got it! 62! He'll track it down. Steph one more time for the advantage. Good!
If at first you don't succeed.
Some game clock. Curry. Working against none. Lets the three go. Scores it!
Stucker. No, and Green taps it to Curry. Warriors have missed 6 of their last 7 during this run. Curry, oh my goodness, what a finish.
Lead, and you sense Curry and the Warriors moving in for a little bit of a kill here. Steph in his bag. Deep, like the fries were at the bottom.
Steph Curry in 2021 was just not a real player. He played like he was possessed by the devil. Some of the things that Curry was doing this season wasn't even human-like. It was more video game-like than ever. In his 6th game of the season, in a heated matchup against the Damian Lillard-led Blazers, Steph Curry showed the world why he was still the greatest shooter of all time, and why the comparisons to Dame time may have been the dumbest thing imaginable.
They're going to make noise in the West. Curry around Covington, past Nurkic, lay it up and in. And then Steph off a made 3, reversing it up and in. Oh, Curry, what a first quarter. Staying on top of Steph, working with Wiseman. Little leaner push shot. He's got. Steph is running into the front court. Draymond finds him another 3. Got it! 62! 62! And he actually surpasses his buddy Klay Thompson.
Curry would light up the Blazers for 62 points and shot a crazy 56% from the field. This was just not human. Curry was on a mission every single night, and it truly felt like a movie to see him play. In the 23rd game of the season, on primetime TV versus the Luka Doncic-led Mavericks, Curry again would light up the Mavericks and would give us a performance for the ages.
Tuesday night. And 2 here in Dallas. Curry trying to draw the foul, count it, and 1. 3rd leading scorer on these Mavericks. 0 for 2 to start. That's a 3. Curry comes off the screen. Knocks down the 3. Oh, Damian Lee. Back out, Green. Cross court, Curry. Another 3-pointer. Trying to draw a foul. He knocks it down. Played here, these two teams was 76-74 at halftime. Dallas, not quite as high. But Dallas has 70 again. Curry puts it in. Steph Curry from downtown. Curry, a 3. It's 18-2 Mavericks to start the game. Curry off the bounce layup. That's good. Curry way downtown. Bang! Steph Curry from just inside half court. Curry fakes the 3. Fires up another 3. Bang! Curry with an answer. Warriors will try and score quickly so they don't have to foul on the final possession. Curry on the drive, gets inside, reverse, banks it home, and the foul! Curry's fouled by Kleber.
For Steve Kerr is, as we see Curry attack Kleber off the switch for the 3-point play, is do you take the timeout?
Curry would torch the Mavericks for 57 points on 11 3-pointers made and shot 57% from the 3-point line. This is just not real. Curry was putting up numbers that were maybe even better than his 2016 unanimous MVP season. This was on a team that would have been a lottery team if it wasn't for Curry being on it. He was seriously on a mission to prove every doubter who said he couldn't lead a team without superstars on it. This is probably why they call him the baby-faced assassin. For this next segment, I'll just read off some of the craziest Curry stat lines from this season. 48-5 versus the Magic for 10 threes, 53-6-6 versus the Nuggets for 10 threes, 41-4-4 with 8 threes versus the Bucks, 42-8-6 with 11 threes versus the Thunder, 47-7-7 versus the Celtics with 11 threes, 49-5-3 versus the Sixers with 10 threes, 37-7-4 versus the Kings with 7 threes, and 37-6-8 with 6 threes versus the Timberwolves. That adds up to 6 40-plus point games, 1 50-plus point games, and a ridiculous 8 30-plus point games. This was insane. Curry was putting up numbers that were better than his 2 MVP seasons. Mind you, he was 33 years old and coming off a broken hand the prior season and was still putting up these numbers. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention, all of these performances were in the month of April, because April 2021 Steph, well, he was a straight killer.
Productive, prolific hands of Steph Curry. In his bag, deep. Grant Williams on him. Curry behind the back, puts up a 3. Bang!
When you watch the Nuggets here in the second half, they've really, Monte Morris, Capazzo, you watch it. I'm not watching. You watch it. You watch it. Look at that. And I think Steph might have a little something to say on his way back.
Stephen Curry would light up the month of April 2021 with stats that honestly, I don't even think me saying them does enough justice. 40 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, 4 assists per game on 54% field goal percentage, and a crazy 56% from 3-point land. This man was unreal. Literally unguardable, untouchable, unshakable, literally any word to describe unguardable. That was 2021 Stephen Curry. Steph Curry at this point in the season was being viewed as an MVP candidate, but although us fans thought that, the media didn't. Curry's team at this point in the season were 31-32, a game below 500, and were on the outside of the play-in tournament. This was a huge blow to Curry's MVP case. I believe 100% if Curry's team was just a little bit better, he would have been MVP that season. I mean, he had the numbers, the skill, the dominance, everything that could win you the MVP in a regular season. That's what 2021 Steph Curry had. Curry would lead his team to the play-in tournament as an 8th seed and would draw a defending champion LeBron and AD-led Lakers in the play-in tournament. Most people had the Lakers winning this, but Curry would again give us a preview of what made 2021 Steph a straight killer.
Cleveland stayed on probation.
Curry for 3. Quite the horrific shooting by the Lakers, especially their stars. Again, they're only down 8. Curry, another 3.
Either are they.
Curry, step back 3. Bang! At the buzzer! Steph Curry from downtown, and the Warriors will take. Matthews, his first minutes tonight. Curry, long distance. Hits a 3. Steph Curry, his 4th three-pointer of the game. Curry for 3. It's good. Steph Curry from way downtown. Curry for 3. Answers. Curry fakes. Curry drives. Floats it up. Banks it home. Timeout Lakers. 35 for Steph Curry, and the Warriors are back.
Curry would drop 37 points on 52% field goal percentage and would light up the Lakers in Staples Center. Curry was showing his dominance once again in another loss. Curry's Warriors would lose this game to the Lakers off of LeBron James fadeaway 3, and the Warriors would have to play one more play-in game. A play-in game to possibly save one of the best individual seasons of NBA history. A play-in game that could decide everything.
He made 2 corner threes as Curry.
What the Curry? Curry for 3. Puts it in. Curry, corner 3. Got it. He's the longest tenured Grizzly as Curry throws it up and knocks it down. Full pass inside to Curry. Curry draws a foul. Shot's good. And 1. Curry fakes. Fires. Three-pointer. It's good. Steph Curry from downtown. It's a 1-point game.
Curry with a 39-point explosion in the play-in game, one of the best performances of all time. He single-handedly carried his team. Surely they would have won this. The Warriors season ended after a play-in loss again to the Grizzlies. It was heartbreaking. Curry's best season possibly of his entire career was over. The Warriors would be eliminated from the playoffs, but this season will forever be iconic for Curry. He didn't have the superstar talent like in the KD years. He didn't have the supporting cast of the earlier stages of the Warriors dynasty. However, Curry did have skill, dominance, and overall presence of one of the greatest players of all time. Curry this season was a beast, and I truly think that nobody on that court wants to see Curry and his team next year.
Bottle this up, everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and you don't want to see us next year.
And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. There it is, redemption for Golden State. One of the great playoff runs of all time is a buzzer. There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again on top of the NBA world. The 4th title in 8 years. The Dubs dynasty is still very much alive.
You don't want to see us next year.